Sai, yeah, like Sai Bai, yes. Namaskar, good afternoon. I am thrilled to be here. Last year, मुझे एक सवाल पूछा गया था, आपको कैसे लग रहा है? तो मैंने कहा कि मुझे बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है, ये तो कई साल पहले होना चाहिए था मराठी फिल्म फेयर, पर कोई बात नहीं, अब हो रहा है. So thank you so much for acknowledging the excellence in Marathi film industry. And Marathi film industry over the years has produced a lot of talented actors and actresses. और जिनको ये ऑनर मिलता है जब ये आइकॉनिक फिल्म फेयर की ब्लैक लेडी, तब it feels very encouraging. And I am very, very glad to represent my fraternity, my industry today. And I thank you all for being here. And I look forward to this year's film fair with a lot of enthusiasm. And thank you for your kind words, Anuj sir. I am equally excited and privileged to be associated with film fair. Thank you.
Thank you, Sai.
The very famous film is the turning point in the Marathi film industry, though, as Sai said, you know, am I pronouncing properly? Sai said just right now, you know, Marathi industry have produced talented actors, directors. Do you think Sairat is the one film who's a turning point in terms of, you know, the way people are looking at Marathi films?
Sahi hai.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think Sairat did push the envelope. I think Sairat became a national and then a global phenomenon. And now it's being made into multiple regional languages. So it is a flag bearer of sorts. But I feel that the evolution of Marathi cinema, I think every kind of cinema has its dark ages. And Marathi cinema probably went through that period. I've been exposed to Marathi theatre since I was a college kid. I did a lot of Marathi plays, I attended a lot of contests, competitions, and went and watched a lot of professional Marathi theatre. And always found the level 2 or 3 notches above Hindi theatre. They were always more mature, always deeper subjects that they tackled. I think that has now started to resonate again with Marathi cinema over the last 4 or 5 years. पिछले 4-5 सालों में जिस तरह की वैरायटी आई है, जिस तरह के सब्जेक्ट्स आए हैं, everything from time pass to Balak Palak to, you know, the range has been exceptional. Films like Yellow, films like Court, and they've all done really, really well. So I think that is a true celebration of Marathi cinema. But yes, Sairat, I think, has been a great poster boy for Marathi cinema.
The envelope, I agree with Vivek. But you know what I feel? Content in Marathi cinema is always the hero. And I would really secretly wish that it remains the same for coming, you know, 100 years or 2000 years, whatever it may be. As long as content is the hero and nobody else, no technician, no actor is overpowering the content, I think any cinema will always make waves that it is supposed to make.
How proud moment is for you, you know, somebody like Vivek Oberoi, Maya Dola sitting next to you and supporting Filmfare about Marathi film industry?
It feels amazing. It feels amazing. As shiny as my dress, it feels.
Hi, Ariman Raj here for Vivek. Vivek, you've done a tremendous job if you're providing low-cost housing to the individuals of Mumbai or wherever they are from. But what was the actual driving force for you to come up with such a scheme? Because most Bollywood actors, whenever they invest or they start a project, it's always the money aspect which comes into consideration, the profit ratio. So what is the actual drilling factor which made you take this decision, and how did your dad react to your decision?
Wow. I think when I look at my own life, very early when the tsunami hit and I had just been in the industry for maybe about 2 or 3 years, I just felt this impulsive need to be there and help. And I flew down to Chennai, and then from Chennai went up to Kadalur district in a village called Devanampatnam. And I set up camp over there and I said, I need to help. And it was an incredible experience for me personally. हर एक की जिंदगी में कुछ ऐसा समय आता है जहाँ पे आपकी एक पर्सनल ग्रोथ होती है एज ए ह्यूमन बीइंग. तो मेरे जिंदगी में वो एक बहुत अहम किस्सा था, बहुत अहम एपिसोड था. Because I would just reach out to people on a basis of humanity, and I had thousands of students जिनकी खुद के घर में problems थी, जिनकी खुद के exams थे उस समय. They had to prepare for their exams coming up in the next quarter. उन्होंने सब कुछ छोड़कर volunteer basis पे आकर मेरी मदद की. और हम जब साथ मिले तो we started, doing a lot of relief work for thousands and thousands of families. And then after relief, I stayed there for 6 months for rehabilitation, to rebuild those villages. During that period, what I realized is, instead of doing it like a mom and pop shop, I picked up a phone and called up some of the best developers, planners, architects who were doing these huge luxury golf villas in Bangalore. And the response I got was phenomenal. I said, ki dekho, mere paas paise nahi hai dene ke liye. But I want to build quality homes for these people. Every penny that comes should go into these homes. I can't pay, but if you do this as a service, aap jahan bologe main khade reh ke aapki tareef karunga. I'll endorse you. And they agreed, funnily enough. And that's when I realized that when you plan well, you can build quality homes. The biggest impact of this in my life, an episode that happened, was when I'm now the ambassador for Habitat for Humanity. And I was in Delhi doing a housing conference. And suddenly, somebody put a hand up, stood up in the crowd quite emotionally and said, Vivek Anna. Now I was in Delhi. Vivek Anna is really not a Delhi word. So I couldn't put the two together. And he says, I want to say something. And he was quite emotional. The organizers were trying to stop him. He came up to the stage. He gave me a hug. He had tears in his eyes. He says, I'm from Kadalur. I'm from Devanampatnam village. I grew up the last 10 years in a house you built for me. Today I work here in Delhi. I just came here to say that. To me, that to me was the greatest award that I could ever receive. That to me is a legacy. With all due respect, when we win our awards, we put them on a shelf. We see them every once in a while. But this experience, to me, was beyond any award. So a lot of these things have gone into motivating me. I've tried to do a lot of things. I work a lot for the education and empowerment of the girl child. We run 3 schools in Vrindavan. We have now almost 2,300 girls that we give free food, free education, free health care to. And I've seen the evolution. I've seen them change. But one thing I've realized is that people are stuck in a poverty trap, especially in the city I live in. There's so many slums. And those slums, you can't imagine the life, the stories, the traumas people go through. Just shifting them into a home that has quality, has sense of security, allows them so much more. आज जब बच्चे चल के स्कूल जा सकते हैं तो औरतें फ्री हो जाती हैं. औरतें फ्री हो जाती हैं तो वो भी काम करने लग जाती हैं. वो काम करने लग जाती हैं तो एक एडिशनल इनकम आ जाता है. एक एडिशनल इनकम आता है तो वो एक बच्चे को नहीं, 2 बच्चे को, 3 बच्चे को पढ़ाएंगी. So it's a life changer. It has a phenomenal domino effect. And that's the vision with the Prime Minister's vision of housing for all, the government being so supportive, the Chief Minister of Maharashtra being so positive, supportive and aggressive with this housing for the poor scheme at the bottom of the pyramid. I thought it was the right time, and we're very proud as Karm to achieve such milestones at such a rapid pace. Today we've affected 15,000 lives. That means I have directly been a part, Karm has been a part of affecting 70,000 people and their lives. And yes, as far as my dad is concerned, he's a very proud man.
Next
Hi,
question.
Vivek, Rakesh here.
Question for
Vivek.
Sai, please. Sai, we saw you in Hunter last time as a Bollywood actor. What is it that actually stops you from doing Bollywood movies?
Nothing.
Oh, is it
Nothing.
that the roles are not too appetizing like the roles you get to portray in Marathi cinema?
To be very honest and brutal, I don't want to be a part of any Hindi cinema just for the heck of it. I want my character to mean something. I want that character to change something in myself. And of course, nothing is stopping me. If I'm offered a interesting character, I am very much open doing it.